I think so. I think the point I was getting to is like there is a sort of there's like a weird desperation that comes from wanting to get stuff done, and so somebody who like is new to art or at least thinking about it as a career, they might have that feeling of like, okay, I don't really know what this involves. I'll just like make this thing happen, right? Like I'll have this painting I do in an hour and a half and post it on social media, and then I'm famous. I'm Joe Rogan or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think it is really important to share that like it's a grind. Like
It's a grind. And also I feel like it's really easy to get caught up in the social media part where like I'm doing this to get the likes instead of what the goal is. Like, do you want to make the thing or do you want to get the likes?
Absolutely.
Because some of the biggest stuff I've worked on, I think either got no attention on. Like I worked for my job. I did we worked with this company to do like a VR video game and like a booth for the Super Bowl here in Atlanta. And it was like this month-long undertaking and like all this moving pieces and like thousands of people came through it. And I feel like I posted about it or something and like literally like nobody gave a shit. But like it was successful and it was cool and
that's one of the hardest things that I'm currently grappling with as an artist, which is the lack of immediacy in my returns, because even when I finish a script and I'll send it out to people, no one wants to read a screenplay. As much as they tell me they want to read a screenplay, they don't want to read a screenplay.
Yeah.
It'll sit in someone's email box for 3 months and they won't read it. If I send it into a film festival, I gotta wait 6-8 months or whatever before I hear back from it. Like, there's no return to it for anything. So when I get to the point where I'm whipping up Photoshop and I'm like, oh, I'm going to design a poster for this, I shoot it onto social media as fast as I can because I'm like, oh, I need some validation here. I need someone to tell me that I'm not just spinning my wheels and wasting time on this project. And more often than not, I will post it, it'll get some likes and this and that, and then I'll be looking at it and I'm like, damn, if I hadn't posted that, I could have fixed this and I could have changed that color there. And it's like the process would have never ended, but I feel like there's a little bit worthwhile to some hesitancy. So now I've gotten accustomed to, I do it, I save it, and then I log off the computer and I walk away. Like I have to resist that urge to just post it because it's a drug. That social media thing is a drug, man.
I actually took a year off. I took last year off for the most part.
It's wise.
Yeah, just because of the between the pandemic and just like work was starting to kind of get crazy, and I just couldn't do it. And I would catch myself getting angry about things I could give a crap about.
Yup. I've taken so many breaks from social media because of politics. Let's just fucking call it what it is, politics.
Yeah. But not even that, man. The Bean Dad shit. Stuff like that.
The what?
The what?
Bean Dad. Did you see that?
No.
I think I missed out on this.
Okay, so there's a guy. He was the guy from the Long Winters. I was a fan of them in high school. That's literally the last time I thought about them, right?
Okay.
He wrote this long, jokey story on Twitter about his daughter asking for beans, and then he, instead of giving them to her, he made her like figure out how to use a can opener, and people got angry saying that it was child abuse. Now,
oh my god.
To me, I was like, he's obviously trying to be funny in the way he told this story, so he probably didn't actually make his daughter wait for hours to eat beans. Also, I don't give a shit. Like, who cares? But that's the kind of like politics have been a horse shit show too. But like that's like everything, man.
It feels like the internet is filled with Karens. Like everyone is just ready to pop off about something stupid, and it's like I've caught myself. I'm one of those people that admittedly I will type out like a giant response to somebody on Twitter, and then right when I'm like 3/4 of the way through it, I'm like, it's not fucking worth it. I just delete it, and I can't finish it. Like I get exhausted just responding, let alone engaging.
Dude, I do that every day. I write out a response to something like that, and then I'm like, you know what? Like, let me go do something else, or like, Because like ultimately, like there is stuff I care about. Like don't get me wrong, and like
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We're all people. Yeah.
right, but like I don't think it's healthy and or productive to just like another thing I saw yesterday is people are upset that Cartoon Network's moving to more preschool programming, right?
Okay.
That's like I loved Dexter's Lab back in the day.
Yeah.
It's like you're like 40, man. Do you really care?